To meaningfully address our housing supply issues, our solutions must also be innovative and based on our community's needs. This is why I'm so excited for the summit today, to help others understand our challenge, but also of our opportunities, our collective financial tools, which are very interesting, and to highlight some innovative approaches that suit our community and perhaps yours if you're not from Rochester as well. Some of you in the audience may be aware that the city of Rochester was selected as one of 15 Global Mayor's Challenge winners from across the entire world. We're just thrilled to have been selected, one of 3 in the United States. The focus of the project is to create sustainable career pathways for BIPOC women to enter the design and construction industries. Through this work, we deeply understand the challenges of BIPOC women to enter this industry, as well as the challenges that employers and educators have to diversify the workforce and their student body populations. 2 of the takeaways from this effort is the importance of mentorship and networking. My hope today, especially upon understanding the challenges of BIPOC developers, is that you will explore opportunities to introduce yourself to the community and its diverse members. I'd like to thank one last time all of you for being here, for your interest in our community, and hopeful assistance in solving the housing challenges of our time.
Hello, everyone. I'm JoMarie Morris for the Coalition for Rochester Area Housing, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about what the coalition has done thus far. The Housing Blueprint was really just adopted recently. It's really intended to be a guide for the next 5 years. That said, it's not meant to be static. We do anticipate that we're going to be having more barriers identified and more opportunities identified, and hoping to make changes as we need to and pivot as we need to in order to make the most impact for the community. So what is the current status of the funding commitments from the different partners? The county has given $10 million of ARPA funds commitment towards affordable housing. There's been a $5 million investment from the Mayo Clinic, $1 million investment from the city of Rochester, which includes $500,000 in cash and another $500,000 in this fee waiver program that Taryn just described to you earlier, which we had also learned has been a barrier for some affordable housing in the past. So how can we get through that? And then $1 million of cash reserves. And so the idea is to use the $17 million to meet our community housing priorities that have been established, those 5 priorities, and then maximize at the same time our community impact. So the funding categories as they have been allocated by the coalition include $5 million each for single family housing, $5 million for multifamily housing, as well as affordable housing preservation or NOAA projects, $2 million for the community land trust for a total of $17 million. The allocation for starting this work is $1 million for each of the single family, multifamily, and affordable housing preservation, with an initial commitment for $500,000 to the Community Land Trust and First Homes for some of their great work. The total investment hoping to be made to the Community Land Trust is $2 million, and to be adding an additional 30 homes to the Community Land Trust. So what type of assistance are we providing? So we're really targeting home construction with values less than $300,000, and that does not include the cost of land. We're looking at senior housing, accessible housing, also really interested in some of these innovative development types and ideas like the ADUs. How can we use those to improve density, get more people housed, but preserve the neighborhoods as they are existing? And then also for property acquisition as well. Single family home assistance types include low interest construction loans, loan guarantees, grants, fee write-downs. The suggested grant right now for CAPS is $25,000 per single family home and up to $500,000 per project. And we're still working through some of those guidelines. Then finally, kind of under construction is really what we're our strategy on multifamily housing and the NOAA fund. And we're working with some consultants right now that will be bringing back some ideas for strategy, specifically around how we're going to preserve some of the affordable housing we already have in the community, We're really interested in looking at things like, okay, are there LIHTC projects out there where, the 15 or 20 years is up, they're going to be available for market rate. How can we preserve those in affordable housing? Can we acquire them? Can we do some rehab to make them and sustain that affordability here in the community?
My name is Johnny Opara, and I started my company back in 2009 at the heart of the recession after being laid off, and I fell into development by accident. My father was in affordable housing for a long time after having a major stroke in 1993. So it led me on this path of, one, getting my license in real estate, but two, trying to figure out how I can create more accessibility for him and folks just like him, so he can have a high quality place to live, but most importantly, be able to feel the dignity that he lost as a human being due to the dilapidated conditions that he was living in. So for me, development really helped me align with my purpose in terms of helping people, first and foremost, but most importantly, trying to figure out how I could, as a son, make him proud. My favorite quote that I discovered in 2009, and that was, when your life is on course with its purpose, you're your most powerful. And I say that to say that whatever business that someone wants to do and create, let it be about something that if they had a magic ball and they could wish that they could do something for the rest of their life and not get paid for it. If that is development, then that's what you're supposed to be doing.